we go.
I know by now everyone has heard the news that the legend himself, Mr. Charlie Kirk, has went on to be with the Lord. First and foremost, I would like to say to Erica, his wonderful wife,
We go.
I am praying for you. I know by now every day everyone has heard the news, praying that God wraps his arms of comfort around you, understanding. I couldn't imagine where you're at right now, sweetheart. But I want you to know, me and many, many, many other people are praying for you. Charlie, in your 31 years of being on this earth, sir, you accomplished more than most people would in their lifetime. And you always went about it with dignity, integrity, grace, facts. You were never scared to carry that sword and shield, to get out there lifetime and preach the gospel, have conversations, bring facts, try to enlighten people. You were even willing to listen to the haters, but you always came with that poise and that grace. And being part of the Turning Point family, as many, many others, and I know they've all said this as well, we're going to pick up that sword and shield, Charlie. And we're going to keep pushing forward.
Hello?
And fighting that good fight.
I sent you a new link.
And spreading the word.
Each show has its own link. Okay. I'll see you in a minute.
Because
I'm
of you.
live. Okay?
So right. Know this.
Bye-bye. All right.
While you're walking the streets of gold, we're going to keep fighting that good fight. Rest in peace, Charlie.
Sorry, it looks like Karen's going to join us here in a minute. Let me play another one of.
At what point is enough enough? At what point? Just because you disagree with somebody does not mean that that human being deserves to lose their life. And I know you know what I'm talking about. We all know right now, Charlie Kirk was at that campus in Utah and shots were fired. His condition is unknown right now. But I just want to get on here and say, Lord, in Jesus' name, put your healing hands upon Charlie right now, Lord. Wrap your arms of protection and comfort around his family right now, Lord, and his children. Lord, we rebuke the evil in this world, Lord. We rebuke it in Jesus' name. No human being deserves to lose their life just because somebody doesn't agree with them. On whatever stance it is, political, religious, does not matter. You can agree to disagree and leave it at that. But these people can't do that. Not going to get off on that tangent. So if you see this video, please do me a favor. Stop and say a quick prayer for Charlie and his family. Because right now they need every prayer and every hand to reach out to them and pray over them right now. God, when is enough enough?
Amen on that. Amen on that.
I just witnessed Charlie Kirk get assassinated. It was the most awful thing I've ever seen in my life. He shot him in the neck and blood went everywhere. And the worst part of it all was the liberals who were there were cheering. So I just have one thing to say. If you identify yourself with the Liberal Party, it's okay. You can believe what you want to believe. But if you identify yourselves with those people who were cheering,
many on the
someone
left
just got killed. I just hope you can take a look at yourself and think, is this who I really want to be? Because that is disgusting. Disgusting.
Absolutely. I don't know. Has everyone been seeing what some of the left is? doing. Here's a leftist. Here we go.
We had every opportunity to make it so this event with Charlie didn't happen, but we did nothing. So maybe now that Republicans are starting to realize that the unfortunate gun deaths that happen every year to protect our Second Amendment are going to be them, maybe now things will change. Maybe when
I'm trying to add you. It seems like your sound's not on and your video's not on there, Karen. I'll add you as soon as I can, as soon as it shows up. Okay.
it's not random people that they don't give.
Can you hear me, Karen? There you are. Can you hear me okay? I can't hear you.
Yes.
Oh, there you are. There you are. So a little late, better than never. Let me get rid of this so we can see all of you. So how are we doing today? I know it's a rough day after yesterday. We were supposed to be doing some other subjects, but this is pretty serious as a left, isn't it? I know you were in the military. I know your husband was. Were you also
Yes.
in the military?
No, just him. I was the rear detachment.
Yeah. Then you have a son as well that passed away also because of it, or the
My
jab.
daughter.
Oh, your daughter. That's right.
Hmm.
Sorry. Tell everyone a little bit about yourself. Many have seen you on this. I've done 10 best of Karen specials. So.
Oh Lord, that's amazing. God bless
Yeah.
you, brother. Thank you. And I'm glad I finally got a chance to come on your show.
Yeah. You're
You've
hard to communicate with in the message thing. You don't see him for a long time.
I know. I forget about him, and then by the time I come back, I said, "Oh, geez,
You
I
missed that
got messages
opportunity.
from everybody." I'm so excited. So yeah, I am Karen Kennedy. I have been in the political arena for probably since 2015, and that's when June of 2015, when Donald Trump went down the escalator, the famous escalator day. That's when I
Not your
decided,
typical politician.
he's not the typical politician, and I knew this was not going to be the typical election, and I was right. So that same year in June of 2015, there was a Western Conservative Summit. And I think Charlie Kirk was at that one, along with other top conservative voices. And it was my first, um, my it was my introduction into this arena. And let me tell you, the streets of Denver were filled at the time with crazy leftists. And I had heard on the Alex Jones show, they bus them in, and they bus all these people in, and they don't even live in the area. And I said, nah, Alex, that's just Alex being Alex. No, he was, once again, Alex Jones was right about everything. So I watched
Oh,
them
I
bust
thought
in.
you were saying they were saying the conservatives are being bussed in. It's the leftists being bussed in.
Right. It was a leftist.
Yeah.
They were the ones I debated with that whole day, and it was quite an amazing experience. But so I've been doing that. My husband died on active duty in the military in 2010 of um, July, and my daughter passed away from the harsh and um, tragic effects of Obamacare. And that's another
Not the
story. But
jab itself, huh?
oh no, that was 2010.
Okay.
However, the she was already suffering. And if you know anything about Obamacare at that time, they pretty much managed sicknesses. They experimented on her until her body could not take it anymore, and then she suffered a stroke, and the
How
doctors
old?
ignored it.
How old? Wasn't she pretty young to have a stroke?
Yep. She was very young. She was 22 at the time.
That's crazy young
Yep.
for that. Wow.
It's something you never get over. So, I had just
I'm a stroke survivor myself. Antifa caused mine.
really.
I went down to
Really?
DC. I went down to DC for the fireworks with a lot of other patriots. I was the only white person with me, black and Hispanics with me. And when the lights went out by the Washington Monument, it went down for the fireworks. Black Lives Matter came out. They were yelling at people and getting in people's faces, but they weren't harming anyone. Behind them came out Antifa, all in the black, and they had PVC pipe. And they were jabbing
Wow.
people in the chest. They turned my whole chest black and blue. And I made my way home, this and that. I was supposed to go to the doctor. I didn't. I peed blood for about 4 days. And it caused dysarrhythmia in my heart that later caused um, my heart to beat fast on one side and slow on the other, and then fast. And it caused blood clots to go to my brain. I was 100% paralyzed. I should have died. Less than 1% chance. And they went in and got it out, and I've done a lot of work to come back from that. So we're
God bless you.
Yeah.
Wow.
So no love lost on the Antifa. I don't know if you've had to run in face to face with any of them.
Yep, sure have. Here in Denver, we sure did. Right before January 6th. Yep. Yeah, right before January 6th. One interesting thing, though, we had a girl. I was with some of my conservative friends here in Colorado, and we were at the Capitol. This was right before January 6th. And she was with Antifa. She was with this group, and she came to us and kind of whispered, because we were witnessing to people downtown at that time, and she just kind of came and whispered on the DL, she would really like to get away from them, and that she wanted to know Christ and wanted to get saved, but she was afraid of those around her, those that she came with. And by the time that we tried to whisk her away, they saw her and kind of came and snatched her away.
Oh,
So,
okay. Oh, you were trying to red pill her.
Yep.
Oh.
Yep. Yep.
And then
so
they
she
don't
was
let people talk to her and that kind of stuff.
No, that was a day Black Lives Matter was down there, Antifa was down there, and us. And
a lot of us call them Trantifa, but
yeah, I've heard that term. Yeah. And apparently, this individual who was probably responsible for the assassination of the warrior Charlie Kirk was another trans individual.
Yes. And
from what I'm hearing.
I guess he had engraved bullets and stuff with sayings on them, is what I'm hearing, and stuff like that. What's your opinion on it? Do you think it's a kind of a deep state, like they brainwashed this person and got him to do it, or it's kind of early to tell?
It's early to tell.
Like John F. Kennedy shooting to me a little bit,
Yeah. Yeah, that was way before my time, but
well, I'm old. I'm pushing 70.
Yeah, but wasn't that before your time?
No, I was born in the 50s.
Okay, so you were around for
I was a kid.
You were a kid.
Yeah.
That was November of 1963.
Yeah. Yeah, I would have been about
the day
7.
The Deep State was born.
Huh?
The day the Deep State was born.
Oh, was it? Oh, yeah. CIA. That's when Johnson, the racist, wanted to get everyone on welfare to be on the plantation, right?
Yep. LBJ.
Yeah.
We're going to keep them Negroes voting Democrat for the next 200 years. And he was right, but we're waking them up.
Although I don't think it's going to last 200 years. I think people like yourself are waking up too fast. Now, were you ever on the left at one time?
Nope. I've always been like this.
I live
never been on the left.
I live about an hour from Niagara Falls, and their family is originally from closer than that. We were part of the Underground Railroad, getting people to Canada keep them out of slavery and stuff like that. My family,
Wow.
FYI. So family
Wow.
heritage. So FYI.
Wow.
So yeah, you would have been shot if you were a Democrat. My family, if you were a Democrat, you would have been shot. So
that is something I could never align with. Apparently, they are being they're being taken off. They're being taken off the board now. Based on their I just made a video about it, in fact, and posted it. These individuals who have been making these videos on TikTok celebrating Charlie Kirk and being assassinated, they're getting fired. I mean, these are not McDonald's jobs. These are people with very high paying jobs are getting fired.
mm-hmm.
So they're losing their livelihood over something stupid.
Oh, I
Didn't have
agree.
to do that.
I agree. I've never seen them this crazy. I think they're getting worse. I don't know what you think, but they seem to be getting worse. The TDS is beyond belief. You know, I'm gonna copy and paste
They know their time is up.
of comments from other platforms over here. We're on a bunch of platforms, so ones you haven't even heard of. So they're saying,
Everybody, hello, what's up? Thank you for tuning in. You are in the right place right now.
Yeah. So tell everyone where to find you to start with, so they can find you.
Mostly on X at Real Karen Jean, RealKarenJean. And that's where I do most of my posting, because I've had accounts on TikTok. They get really, really big, and I get shared on really big platforms, and I'm all over the place. And then they'll nuke my channel. So I'm on sporadically on TikTok, not that much, but mostly X.
Yeah, that's where most of the good followers are on you. I'm going to try to show your page here in a second. Now you have
All
some
right.
donation. You got a little bit of money issues because you're dealing with the government or something. Maybe you can explain that.
Oh, I had some issues with the vehicle. I think that's probably been resolved, but I sure
Oh,
do
okay, good.
appreciate you asking. Thank you.
Now I tried to click on some of these links. Are you still taking donations? But they don't seem to work. You see?
I only did a give, send, go. I don't think that one works, but the other ones do.
I can't find the one that works here on your page.
Oh, I'll have to look at that.
Yeah, see, I'm clicking on them. They won't let me go to it. Maybe they're blocked. See?
Yeah. I'll have to check.
K-Rock doesn't work?
Yes. Yeah, that's I must have
None of them are working. I wanted to bring it on the crawler across the top. Any links to help you get a few bucks, because I know you're been harmed by the government.
Yep.
Something
And
to
I
do with
worked
that.
for them.
Yeah, it you to get into the Social Security, not welfare, medical payments thing. Let me stop sharing here so you're a little bit bigger. Now, Biden left a kind of a time bomb for as soon as he went out, and then when Trump came in, thing. Everything was changing, so they could blame it on Trump.
Yep, absolutely, he did, and the timing was impeccable. They started, but on like partway on the way out, I think they kind of knew that they weren't going to be successful in the 2024 election. So it's like they set up booby traps, and they started to gaslight people to make them think, for let's say Medicare, for example, Medicare Part D.
It's all real confusing to me, so you got to be detailed. Okay.
Yeah. Well, Medicare Part D, for instance, is the way that they set up the steal, and I'm gonna call it that.
Yeah, you're
Is
talking about
they
2020.
well, no, this is
Peter
like 2024.
Peterson Tina Peterson needs to get out too, but that's another
Yeah,
subject.
Tina Peters needs to get out. We'll get to that. But
Yep.
for like 2024, the Medicare issue. Now they had a bunch of people who are on Medicare Part D, thinking actually they had them completely oblivious. But what they did is stole $300 billion of Medicare,
Quickly.
because they're different. Medicare Part D, which is primarily for seniors. They stole that money and used it to pay for
Illegals.
Green New Deal. Well,
Oh,
this
that
was
part.
Green
Okay.
New Deal crap. So they put that money over there, but didn't tell people. And what happened is the Medicare Part D premiums started to increase, but they did not increase until Trump came in there. So see, they
left
set
a
this
time
up.
bomb.
Yes, they did. They left a time bomb, and now people are all jacked up because they think it's Trump. And then you got these local, like Colorado Congress members of Congress having town halls saying, "Oh, your Medicare Part D is expensive because of Trump." No, it's because Biden and Harris stole the money to pay for the Green New Deal in 2023, and yeah, and it started to slowly uh to degrade, and they siphoned the money. And of course, it didn't take effect until January of 2025. So it looks like it's Trump's fault, even though he had just started working. So they're blaming everything on Trump. The Medicaid, that's for like single mothers, single fathers, people who are on disability or whatever. And it has been for illegals.
Jonathan, she used to work in this field.
Who did?
I was answering someone. I said, you used to work in this field.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you used to be a government worker. Did you lose your job because of the jab?
Nope.
Oh,
Nope.
thought maybe
I
you
never
quit
got the
because of
jab.
it. I thought maybe
No,
you quit because of it or something.
no, they were the purge. The government federal purge started in 2022. So while they got everybody believing, oh my gosh, Trump is laying off all these government employees. No, Biden and Harris started laying us off in 2022. And nobody can gaslight me on that, because I saw the emails. My coworkers started getting laid off. So they had the option of early retirement or just, leaving graciously with no severance, by the way. Like these employees, these federal employees that have been laid off under Trump, they got 8 months of free, like 8 months of pay. So they're just now starting. They've run, okay, so the first 8 months, like those who got laid off in January, they just ran out of their money. So now they got to file for unemployment. But they were laid off early in the year.
That's going to make the unemployment numbers go up then.
Right. Yeah.
That was part of the plan too then.
Maybe that was part of the plan, but they've been cooking the books for several years.
So the things and how many are working actually and all that kind of stuff.
Yep.
Someone's asking where do you think the $93 billion they took went?
Probably Ukraine, Green New Deal, illegals.
Mostly illegals. Now, are illegals going out of your area? I don't know if you want to talk about it, but you've seen ICE operations a little bit. I don't know how much you want to talk about that.
I've seen ICE operations. I've also seen ICE at a cemetery.
Yeah, I was wondering if you wanted to talk about that.
Waiting.
There's a private chat if there's something you want to talk about. Just tell me a message here.
Yeah, so, I've seen that happen.
I would have loved to see that one.
They are not playing. They were waiting for homeboy to leave the funeral, and it's It's crazy. Because this was one of the places that got so many of them, like Chicago and New York, Denver, and Aurora. We got a lot of them. We got a lot of them. And that's how you started to hear about Tren de Aragua. And that's where that whole thing started, was right here in Aurora, Colorado, not far from where I am
They're
right now.
Venezuelan, right?
Yep. Yep.
Are
They're
they
all
still
Venezuelan.
there, or did they get them out of those apartments? And they were.
Those apartments are shut down. Yep.
Are they
They
using
shut
them
them
for
down.
homeless, or what are they using them for now?
Nah, they just shut the whole operation down, claimed that the property owner had code violations, and that's why they shut it down. These people in this state have been hiding the Tren de Aragua. We have been telling them for a year. These people, what it was is what started this, to where they became really visible, was July of 2023. I think it was July 2023, when was it 23 or 24, when Nicolas Maduro in Venezuela like stayed in his seat. He was supposed to leave because he was voted out, but he said, nope, I'm not leaving. So the Venezuelans
Just like
here,
any dictator, right?
yeah, they went crazy. They
They were the
they
fourth largest economy at one time. Now they're eating zoo animals.
Yep. Yeah,
Socialism.
from oil.
Yeah.
From oil. It's crazy. So, their people have been coming here, um and there are still some of them. There's still a lot of them here, actually, but like the way it was in 2023, 2024, when we saw like every other car on the road had no license plate, no tag, no license plate, no nothing. We knew immediately those are the Venezuelans. They're the illegals, because they the cops were told, don't arrest them, stand down, just kind of let them go. Well, they weren't required to register the cars that they were getting. They were getting all these cars because they were getting so much in welfare money from us.
And they're getting fake licenses. They aren't even taking driver's
Yep.
tests for that. Gregory came on.
Yep.
He was talking about the truckers that are driving a lot through Colorado that have CDLs, that they were just handed CDLs. They didn't have to take the test. They don't have insurance. And these companies just fly by night. If you try to sue them, they disappear and open in a different
Yep.
name. There was something like
Yep.
2,500 different companies at the same address.
Yep. I got hit by an illegal in a truck out in Brighton,
I forgot
Colorado.
about that.
An illegal hit me and took off running. I was in shock, but I was in pain, but I was in shock. So I had to get out of my car and run behind him to get the information, the license plate, and any identifying information about the truck. Still never got resolved. They protected the illegal, and that company can't find anything on him anymore. So
It's
the state of
some made
Colorado,
up name, right? The company
yeah,
name is made up bull crap, and they have
yep,
no real addresses, right?
no, nope, there was no address, there was no website. And these stupid ambulance chaser attorneys, I couldn't even get a case because they said, oh, well, we can't find any video footage in any of the businesses where this happened. So too bad, so sad. So I went through all that. Everything came out of my pocket in the state of Colorado, and the local PD in Brighton, Colorado cited me and said it was my fault, but he totaled my car.
Gregory had the same thing with his tractor trailer, with a legal driver driving a truck. Could never get any money out of the company because it just disappears. You had the same thing, exactly, right? And
Yep.
he's talking about 400 and some $1,000. It cost him out for his truck thing. So he was parked and they ran into him. So did I lose you? You're frozen.
Where?
Oh, you had a call come in?
Oh, yeah, I tried to come in. I refused it.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry for holding you up. So, I'm going to put this on the screen. Someone's asking if you're running for office. It's coming through a couple platforms, actually.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I
So
plan to. Yeah, the Colorado GOP is stupid. So we'll see what happens.
it's awful
They
corrupt
like
the
to pick
voting there too, right? They let
what's that?
illegals vote. It's awful corrupt the voting there. They let illegals vote, don't they?
Yep, they have been letting illegals vote. This Secretary of State out here, Jenna Griswold, is the one who threw Tina Peters in prison. She and Phil Weiser, who is the Attorney General, who is now running for governor.
Oh, really? Might they
Yeah,
win?
no,
Might they steal it or something like that?
that's the word. That's the word.
Do you
But
have elections for like a month? They count for a month afterwards?
yep, they did that here. Oh, absolutely, they did. Uh huh. Yeah,
Like,
Lauren Boebert, her opponent in the
she's
last
been a
race.
guest on here, Laura Bumblart,
She's a sweetheart. Yeah,
Oh, she
she
is.
yeah she's a sweetheart.
She's a big Second Amendment, like my flag back here. I don't know if
Yeah.
you can see it.
Oh yeah. Oh, I can see it. Right
Yeah.
on. Yeah,
So,
it's Colorado is corrupt. It's full of corrupt individuals. They denied Tren de Aragua. They said the governor said it's all in your imagination. It's all in your mind. There is no Tren de Aragua. Yeah, well, that's not what I was told at the Citizens Town Hall that I held, where I had Aurora residents tell me the exact opposite.
mhm.
So I held a town hall. At my expense, I rented the room, I rented the space, I sent out the flyers, I did all of the groundwork, I walked the streets of Aurora, something that these Colorado representatives would never, ever do. They would never, because part of Aurora is ghetto. But then you got another part of Aurora that's upper middle class. So it's a really strange, like, property line kind of thing. But the people of Aurora were begging, you know, we need help out here. These people, they shoot us every night. They shoot up, they're shooting every night. They're playing their music loud. They're beating their girlfriends or their wives. They're
It doesn't seem like any of them
selling
work.
drugs.
Do
Yeah,
any of them work for a real job?
very few.
No. Are they
They
getting
didn't have
government
to.
assistance and it's coming out of your pocket, right?
Yep, government assistance. These these That's why this state is broke. They just held a special session 2 weeks ago to figure out how they're going to fill in the gap for the almost $800 million deficit in this state, because they spent so much money on illegals. They expected Kamala Harris to win or steal, or Joe Biden or whoever. They expected it to just be more Democrats so they could keep getting federal money. They did not plan on Trump winning again. They did not.
Oh yeah, I
So
agree. They planned on stealing it and they thought they had it stolen. That's why they have to stop the counting in order to figure out how many votes they need, right?
that's what they do.
They definitely stole it. Now, give us a little up. Peters yourself, Tina Peters yourself. Have
I've
you
met
met her?
Tina Peters. Yes, I've met her at a couple of events. This was um, during the time that she was running for Secretary of State. Of course, they shut that down because she would have won. And this fat loser, Jenna Griswold, who is, oh, she's running for Attorney General, by the way.
Okay. Tina
Yeah,
Peters is or the other person?
the other person, the
Oh,
one
okay.
who threw her in prison.
Oh, okay. And that's the one, oh, yeah, that's the one that's running. Yeah. So I
Yeah,
was reading comments a little bit. Sorry.
yeah, no, it's cool.
Uh,
Yeah, she's running for attorney general. Now, the president has been laser focused on specific parts of the country, and he has sent communications directly to these individuals to let them know, you need to let Tina Peters out of prison like right now. I'm
yeah.
losing my
And those
patience.
who ask about being pardoned from Trump, he can't do it because it's a state one, right?
Yeah, it's a yeah that yes. Short answer is yes. It's a state issue. So
He
it's
can't pardon her himself.
no, he would have already done so.
Yeah.
But he has told them on no uncertain terms just a couple of weeks ago, demanding that they let her out because she's an older woman, and you've
She has health issues right now, right?
there's health issues. This has gone on long enough. You know what you did.
It
She
was
has
bad
the
to start
evidence.
with for telling the truth.
Yeah, she has
Amazing.
the evidence. She took images before they went in and erased everything.
Screenshots, basically, almost, right?
Yep.
Wow. So she's
Proof.
gone dead to white. Now, whatever happened to these images? Have they been all erased from
She
everyone?
published them. She published the
So
images,
they're on the
but
internet somewhere, right?
yeah, nobody pays attention because of everything else going on at the time. But that was what she put online before before she went inside.
So the election stealing was even in Colorado. So Trump did better in Colorado, or a lot of the local races, or which
He did
races
better.
he did better in
Mhm.
Colorado? Because you got a lot of California transplants out there, right?
Unfortunately, yes, this seems to be where they go to. This is the go-to. I keep saying Mork and Mindy, that stupid show, ruined Boulder, Colorado back in the 80s.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because the
That was a
stupid
strange show.
Californians watched Mork and Mindy that was based out of Boulder, and they're like, oh, this is
Even though
close to
did they
California.
film it there, or did they film it out in Hollywood?
Well, I think they used the house, and I've been by that house where, like, it's in the intro for Mork and Mindy, but I think they recorded it in Hollywood. But it was based in Boulder, Colorado. So, of course, here come all these the Californians moving into Boulder. And now it's impossible if you don't have $5 million to don't even bother looking at Boulder.
Oh, it's that expensive now. Well, they've driven up all the costs. Housing's an issue out there, and out there to get a house, it's expensive, like for yourself or something,
Yes, it
right?
is. Yes, it is. It's extremely, it may as well be California. It's California light.
California light,
This
and
is
only
one
the
of,
elite. They either want the extremely poor or the rich. No middle class, right?
yep, no middle class. They do not like the middle class out here. And they try to price you out.
Yeah.
That's their way of saying, we don't want you here, but we can't really tell you we don't want you here. So we'll just price you out. That's what they do in Boulder. You could live next to Boulder in somewhere like Longmont or Erie or Broomfield, but it's still premium prices.
Oh, yeah.
They have just made it unaffordable to live here. It really is. I don't see how people.
They want you dependent on government.
Yes, they do. But now they
That way they
can't
can control you.
because they've spent so much money on illegals.
Someone's asking how bad they were on things like the jab and stuff. Was the lockdowns real bad there?
Yep.
Masking, all that
Yep.
stuff.
Yep.
How,
This
how'd you,
same stupid governor here now was horrible. Yeah. He so it wasn't as extremely strict as California, but it was strict enough that man, I got stories from that time. Oh my gosh. That masking
you cut out masking? You
one
said,
because I just didn't care.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry, you cut out. You said
masking.
something after masking. There you go.
Oh yeah, masking was required in stores. Um, People would chase you out if you didn't wear a mask.
I got in fight
Um,
with some people. I wouldn't wear a mask in the store. I live in
yeah.
upstate New York, so
Wow.
yeah.
Good for you.
Probably downstate would have been even worse, but
Yeah.
it was bad. They had someone by the door trying to offer you a mask, all this and that. And I said, no, thank you, this and that. And I got chased, and all this and that. So in Wegmans, I would not wear it. You gonna arrest me? Go for it. Then
For
we'll have a
not wearing
case
a mask?
for not wearing a mask. I wouldn't do it. And then there's always those libtards that are wearing like 3 masks. I don't know if you've seen anyone like three,
Yep.
three. You
Oh
seen them?
yeah, here.
Go ahead, suffocate yourself. You're already brain dead already. That kind of stuff.
Please put on 10 of them.
That's a little bit better. Maybe you'll suffocate yourself better. My wife was a nurse, and she had to stop working because they were trying to make him wear 2 masks. They were trying to make him wear a double mask, and she's got heart trouble and stuff, so
Oh no,
couldn't
no,
do
no.
it. Yeah, that
Nope.
even made it worse. So that was terrible. What was something else? Let me read a couple of these here.
Oh yes,
Yeah, as woke as it gets. They think Colorado's as woke as California. They
it
just
is.
they haven't. Now they've changed some of the laws there recently about voting, right? It's something similar to California also. They have AB something or other about taking kids from parents and stuff. Is that going on there?
Yes, some of that is going on here. They passed some stupid law against misgendering and dead naming. They could take your kids from you. I don't even know what those things mean. I don't, because I'm not trans. I'm not part of that shit. So I have no idea what
It
that.
means you go by the person's original name instead of the name they want to be called now. The dead naming. So
No,
I've had D-transers on here that are fighting against it now.
that's
So,
good. That's good.
yeah,
It's stupid. And the government.
strongly against it. They say they were so pushed into it when they were in college and all that. Our
Yep.
colleges are just insane socialist programs that they don't want the family, nuclear family. They don't
Nope.
want private property,
Nope.
and that's so they can control all of that. So.
Yep.
You've done so many videos on this stuff. They're all good. You do 2, 3 a day. Wonderful ones. Everyone's sending you hearts out here, actually.
Thank you. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad. Tell everybody hello. Yeah, this is my passion. This is what I've wanted to do. And now with them assassinating the our champion Charlie Kirk,
Oh yeah.
it's just going to get more and
They
more
just shut
turned
him
up.
up because he was flipping things on the colleges. I
Yep.
don't know who's going to replace him to do it as well as he was doing it. You ever see him with his debates? He's very good at that.
He's fantastic. He had a way about him, man. The way that he could come off the line quickly with a response and with not just some word salad like these dumb Democrats, but a very spirited, very substantive argument. And he just got people to think. My dad used to say, use your head for something beside a hat rack.
Yeah, there you go.
Just think.
They want to program them, not let them think. They're not going to college to learn to think and stuff like that. A lot of people are saying hi, like Marianne, Kirk, and stuff like that. Gregory, all
Hi,
that.
Gregory.
Hearts, Daniel. I'm
Hi,
sorry.
you guys.
I can't get all of you, but anyway.
No, it's okay.
So they've been watching you for a while. They're hoping you can come back on in the future, definitely.
Awesome.
You're hard to get a hold of. I will send you my number again if you want to hang on to it or use it. It's easier than the message thing. You don't see. You got so many. I bet you got 90,000 followers or something, don't you? 97,000.
I think 70 and some change.
70 and some.
And I started with nothing because I got booted. I used to be on Twitter when it was Twitter under Jack Dorsey, but Deborah Messing and Omarosa got me kicked off Twitter. So I had to start over with 0 followers. And
Omarosa, I haven't heard that name in a while.
Yeah. Yeah, because she ain't nobody no more. She should have stayed loyal to President Trump, and she wouldn't be a broke
She
as
turned left, didn't she? She went way left or something, didn't she?
She like wrote some book, or she was supposed to be releasing some tapes about him saying the N-word or something. I'm like, girl, You stupid. Where's those tapes?
Yeah, prove it, right? No
And
AI
nobody
crap
bought
either.
her stupid book. So, now she's, she married that so-called pastor, and now they're freaking broke. So whatever.
She tried to make money on the what was it? Apprentice. She was on Apprentice for a while, and she got fired early. She said some little tiny thing hit her head. Or you seen that episode? Or I don't know if you've seen that. Oh, she was on Apprentice, and she claimed a piece of thing hit her head, and it was this and that. It was about like this big, a
Oh,
little
for
tiny
goodness.
piece of plaster hit her head. It was tiny. I said, you got to be kidding me. She was trying to play the victim. They try to often play the victim. Often. So, do you ever get called Uncle Tom and all that kind of stuff from the left and stuff
yeah.
like that?
I'm over it.
White liberals are the worst, though. I think. I don't know.
They really are. I've been called white supremacist, Uncle Tom, Coon, all of the famous names by black folks, dumb black folks, white liberals, people who just have no clue about who I am or why I see the world the way that I do. I've always been like this. I don't have like a walk away story, because I've always been who I am now, because innately, like, God has given me a sense of discernment, and I just knew that these people were never anybody that I want to follow, because they don't truly work for people. They don't care. I don't know if people understand how clear they're making this, but they really are showing, especially with them celebrating Charlie Kirk being assassinated live like that. They're celebrating. Guess what? You're all losing your jobs. And these are people who are professionals, nurses, doctors, COOs. These are people with very high paying careers. And they're getting fired left and right. I mean, we ain't playing. We ain't playing, because I know I've been sending them over here. Oh, look at this one. Here's another one. Here's another one. I'll tag my conservative buddies. Here's another one. Here's another idiot. Get this one, because they've been canceling us. Remember, they debanked a lot of conservatives.
They started it.
Yep. Hey, don't start nothing, won't be nothing.
Well, thank heavens for Elon and Twitter, and you're also on LinkedIn, a smaller platform that they went after. They tried to do to Wimkin like they did to Parler and stuff like that, taking the platform down, this and that. And they took a lot of money to fight it. I was on a platform called Cloud Hub. Or you were on it too, right?
Yep, I was on Cloud Hub.
It's still there. It's back there. What happened is the left, the whole bunch of computer hackers, went in, destroyed their computers, destroyed all their computers, all their software, and then to start right from scratch and rebuild the whole thing. You can get back on there, but you can't really go live there yet. They're planning to rebuild that part too. I mean, they were able to destroy their hardware with hacking. Normally you mess up the software and you reformat and reinstall and do everything. They destroyed everything, so they had to start from scratch, like rebuilding everything. So there's smart people on the left that can do computer stuff, So
yeah, but it's like, why would you do that if your message is
Laura Trump was on there. I was on there. I was getting between 1 and 2 million views a show and that kind of stuff. Same thing on YouTube. I've lost to 23 channels on YouTube. So I've diversified 30. I don't know if you can see across the top here all these platforms we're going to, and then some.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to a bunch.
Anyways, right on.
Wimkin. People are asking about you possibly coming and doing more on Wimkin. You've heard of Wimkin, right?
Yep.
Not LinkedIn. Wimkin.
No. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I just haven't started an account there yet, but I need to.
Yes, you definitely do, and come on more often. Definitely, there's a lot more engagement there, I find, and there's also one called Orbeez.net. That's a Latino one that you're on right now. software doesn't work as great there, but it's the Latinos that hate socialism. They just hate it. Oh, you wouldn't believe how
Nice.
well they're from some of the Central America countries that have had the socialism for a while. They strongly are against it. So
I
you know,
like that.
yeah. So and America's going to become more Latinos because we're not having the kids like they used to and stuff like that.
It's a
Yeah,
shame.
yeah, they're begging you to come over to it.
Well, send me the link for that one, those two particularly, and I'll
Yeah,
sign up for those as well. Because see, the crank far left, they did this. They did this. They
you
told
got
us
to diversify.
you got it. Well, they told us if you don't like it, we're kicking you off of Twitter and Facebook and Instagram and all of our platforms. And if you don't like it, we're kicking you off YouTube. Go start your own.
That's
Oh,
why I don't do a Substack because they can find you easier than that. They don't know that I'm on Twitch and things like that.
yeah, I'm
Kick.
on Twitch too. I like
Uh,
Twitch.
have you ever heard of Kick or Locals or anything
I've
like
heard
that?
of locals. Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
run all of those. I'm
I
on.
gotta see locals.
Yeah, Locals
Okay.
takes a little while to build up a little bit, but there's a few people watching right now there. And a
Bitch.
lot of them see it on the rerun. They don't see it while it's live. They see it later. They tend
Okay.
to, and stuff like that. So what's
Are,
your predictions
are you
on
on
this?
BitChute?
Huh? Yeah,
BitChute?
BitChute. Yeah, we're on
Okay.
BitChute right now. Let me see. I think we got about 8 watching there, 8, 10.
Yeah, I'm on BitChute also. I gotta go and kind of link everything together.
Yeah, don't do a LinkedIn because that's where they find you easy. You know.
Oh, the
Yeah,
left?
yeah. They find you easier there. You know. I was wrong. 18 watching it right now. So
Whoa.
it all
That's
adds up.
good.
Later on they'll see more. There'll be a few hundred there, 1,000 here. It all adds
Yeah,
up. And the only way to really come back from them taking stuff is get right back into it and doing it
that's
and
what
stuff like that.
we had
Yeah,
to do. It
and
started
name
with Rumble.
recognition, huh?
It started with Rumble and BitChute. Some of the first ones was Rumble, BitChute. Oh,
Hmm.
Parler, like you mentioned, Parlay.
Yeah,
They destroyed Parlay. Oh my God.
yeah. A lot
I
of
met some really cool
patriots
people
are
on
on
Parler.
there, Proud Boys and this and that. And that's what kind of saved me when the whole thing happened down in D.C. Proud Boys came in, they pushed everyone back, all the extremists back, because they had stuff on them that could fight them. Me, I was just trying to defend all the PVC pipe at me in the chest and stuff like that. Smashed my phone. It was still recording, but it wasn't doing the video. It smashed it. It was still doing the sound. And then YouTube goes and takes it down on me.
Of course.
They didn't want to show exactly how bad they were on the left.
They're the violent ones. They are
They
the
are the
party of
violence,
death. They are the
100% of the time.
party of death.
And then I see MSNBC. You shared a video on that, I believe, on about
Mhm.
MSNBC trying to say, "Oh, most of this is because of the right." So,
Really?
yeah,
Really?
yeah.
Yeah, that was Nicole Wallace with her ugly face. I swear that I can't hardly stand to look at her. She's so ugly and hideous, and she always sounds like she's sleeping. Nicole Wallace. There's a few of these white liberal females that really just
Someone asked you if you're on True Social
yes. Where am I on True Social? Let me think.
because this is going to be on True Social. It's not there right now, but it will be.
Okay. Yeah, I'm on True Social. Shucks. What
Can't
is
think of
my
the name. Oh,
what
you don't
is
have to
my
look it up right now. Yeah,
okay?
I definitely have to have you come back when I have some more things set up. I'll play more of your videos and talk about them as
And
well.
I'll have more of who where to find me, and I'm gonna get on those other sites you mentioned
Definitely Wimpkin.
also.
It's very uh, active when you do a live. People chat there a lot. In fact, they are right now. In fact, I keep peeking
Okay.
over there and stuff like that.
All right.
Looking for them.
Good. Tell them hello.
Some people say they gave up Facebook years ago. You got Facebook, but you hardly use it, right?
Yeah, I say something every once in a while. I mostly use it for marketplace, and that's maybe once a month or so. I
We're
don't bother with
we're on
Facebook.
3 places on Facebook. I got some pages as well that we're live on there at the moment. So I'll look
Do
back
they
and
censor you on
yes,
Facebook?
yeah, they shadow ban. They shadow ban. X X. I got a long. I'll try to make it as quick as possible. I was banned from Facebook for years, and I used to track and find extremist ISIS people with other people, and I was banned, and only my wife's account. I was using that to find them, and so returned some in that were down in Jersey City.
Yeah.
That there was 3 of them that were going to get 3 trucks, and they were going to have one drive around and cause all the cops to go and cause a traffic jam. Then they were going to take the other 2 and then drive over people, kill people. Well, returned them in. They caught the 2 that were trying to rent trucks. The third one wasn't doing it yet. They had his messages, so they had to let him back go. But someone who was working at Facebook was told that third person which account was using it. So we came out of a store up here in Brockport. So they drove way north from New York City, New Jersey area, and he went around the cars and he had the Islamic music playing or whatever, I don't know, prayers, and he was trying to get at her to drive over her. And I came out of the
Oh,
stores later and he left. And so I got home and I got a message from the FBI because I was talking to them. So I turned him in. Then he said, because they were listening to his messages at night, and he had been messaging with Facebook, and the guy working at Facebook was telling them our location and all this stuff, and they tried to mess with the car, mess with it so it would break down so they could smash into her because they thought she was the one doing it. I was using her account. So, anyways, so after I talked to the FBI one, I went on Facebook and I told them I'm going to go to the media unless I get my account back. And within 20 minutes, I had my account back. And I was banned for life.
wow.
Yeah. So I used to help them track and that. But when Biden came in, you don't dare turn anything into to them. They come after you.
They come after you. They turn that shit on you. That's
Yeah,
exactly right.
they did. When
Golly.
Trump won was in the first time, we were able to turn people in.
Yep. Yep.
So
That 4 years that Biden was in there was, see, I live like really far rural, like in the middle of nowhere. I
good.
had I didn't want to, I spent a lot of time like uh away from my house because I did not, during Biden's 4 years in there, they were doing horrible things to people who went to January 6th. And I didn't want to be out there by myself being accosted with the door kicked in and there's nobody else but me there. Oh no. So I ought to sue his
I hope
old
you're a gun
ass.
owner.
Um, not, I was, but then,
Your
I
state's
did.
tough on that.
Yep. The state, they are so restrictive and it's getting worse and worse. The good thing is the, Colorado, shoot, it's like the Colorado Gun Owners Association or something,
Mhm.
just sued the governor for these egregious laws that they just passed against our Second Amendment rights, because they just keep chipping away at it, and just until they are pretty much trying to be where they just come door to door and snatch all of your freaking firearms. That's what they want.
Wow. Yeah, that's what they want. They want to do it like they did in Australia. You know what they
Yep.
did here in New York State is they made it like insanely expensive for bullets. They couldn't do the guns, so it's insane. Like you pay about half the price of a gun to buy a few bullets or something like that. So some people are black marketing them and making their own, trying to make their own, and all that kind of stuff. But they could come in your house and find out that the head bullets aren't the approved ones without the tax on them. They use it also to collect a lot of tax, you know.
Of course,
So
just like here.
it's just like there, your taxes are crazy high. Your property taxes are high too, right?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Property taxes are really high. And they're going higher because I reiterate, Colorado is broke AF. The state is broke because they spent $2 billion on illegals, and now they don't have no money.
Are you
The
are you
state is
seeing
broke.
less illegals there or not? Are they
Yeah.
self-deporting?
So I go every once in a while, like, because for a long time I didn't have a car. Oh my God, it has been, oh Lord Jesus, it has been quite a journey. But I used
Yeah, I
to
did
go
see you
down.
were looking for a car for a while.
Yeah, I used to go down because I've had a rental, and
Mm.
so I just did that. But I used to go. There's this part of downtown Denver, and it's a bus station, and it's where the illegals, they used to, it used to be where they came in, where they got
By the
off the
busload, right?
bus by the busloads. And I would used to just cry and cry, and I'm like, oh my God, because I was during Biden. Now I go sit there, and they're getting on the bus
Oh, so they're
to
leaving.
leave.
Are
Yes,
they
they're
leaving the
leaving.
country or leaving the state?
They're leaving the country.
Good.
They're leaving the country.
Bye-bye.
Yeah. Bye, Felicia, and all of you. Goodbye.
When the
So they're
free
going down
money's
to
gone.
Texas. They're taking the bus to Texas, and then from Texas they go back to across to Mexico and all points south. So they are leaving. They are self-deporting.
Good. Good.
They
Good.
are leaving because
So,
ICE operations have not stopped. The president does not give a shit about these stupid Coloradans and their failed attempts to try to abuse us more than they already have. And they have been abusing us as citizens. We should sue them,
now,
honestly.
did you have the same thing as they did here in New York, where they kicked all the veterans out of the hospitals and places they stayed, and put them in homeless out of their places, and moved the
Yes.
illegals in?
Yes, they did kick the homeless out. I think they left the veterans alone, but they did kick the homeless out to put illegals, or they would just give them Section 8, which is you're that's prohibited by the Immigration and Nationality Act of 1952. They're not supposed to be doing that. You cannot use federal funds for illegal aliens, and they have been. So the president has sent demanded from the state of Colorado, I'm gonna need to know where y'all been spending that money, that federal money y'all been getting the last 4 years. I'm gonna need the documentation immediately. Come on with it.
Yeah. A lot of the money that disappears in the federal budget, a lot it goes to these NGOs and stuff to get a lot of the illegals here, aren't they?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. My federal agency facilitated the biggest human trafficking operation in the history of mankind.
Wow. Tell
Period.
us a little bit more about that. How did that work? Did they tell you to look the other way, or how did that work for you while
Oh
working on?
no. Oh no. They made so here's how it was framed. Because there were two things going on at the same time. There was the worldwide pandemic that was still going on, because we're talking about uh, um, starting in February of 2021, when that nursing home resident, Shady Pines Joe Biden, got in there. We were still dealing with the effects of the coof,
Yeah.
the pandemic. Okay, so there's that whole thing going on, but at the same time, he had just, with executive order after executive order after executive order, completely destroyed everything President Trump had in place to uh, to protect the border and all of everything. So he undid everything that Trump did, basically. So
He was
they
also
framed it.
flying people in. He was flying people in. We caught him
Yep.
on camera flying them in, and some of them came to Colorado Airport there in Denver, right?
Yep.
And then they were going from there to other places as well.
Yeah, they were bringing them into the interior. They would frame it as, when you get the emails from Javier Becerra, who was the HHS secretary at the time, when you get the emails, this is your chance. You get to be, you get to be a patriot. You get to do what's good for your country. You get to participate in this humanitarian. Yeah. Linguistics. It's just painting a picture that is wrong. So it's linguistics, gymnastics. It works for the people who are dumb, and there's a lot of dumb people in the federal government. That I worked with them, so I know. But so they framed it that way.
Did you have to work with a bunch of leftists?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Wow. They're still strongly for it, huh?
I was literally the only person in my office, in my agency, that did not get any. I took no jabs, no jabs at all. None. No boosters, no jabs, nothing, and no masks, no tests. You are not putting that swab up my nose. You're not doing it. No. No, I'm not taking no tests. No, I'm not getting no damn jabs. And I'm not playing your dress up game. I'm not. So, I'm like, I work here. I work here. Tony Fauci is in the contact list for me. I work here. Do you think I'm going to take these shots? So, no. So what they did, then you got the illegals coming in and the so-called migrant crisis, all at the same time. This is all going on at the same time, right? So,
and they were coming in fast, weren't they?
That's what they couldn't vet them. I hate it for everybody, but they were not vetted. They were not vetted.
Not even close. They didn't even care if they were vetted.
There were too many.
Yeah.
There were too many. When you got 20, 30,000.
Saying that they came in from Colorado to Scranton, PA. They were going after the swing states, weren't they?
I have heard that. I know that where we were, because I was on the federal level, so we had employees. We were told in March of 2021, stop what you're doing. I know you're GS whatever, you're high ranking, you're GS 11, GS 12, GS is government service. So I know you're high ranking, but we need you to stop what you're doing, stop your regular jobs, because we need you to go to the border.
And what'd you do at the border?
They wanted everybody at the doggone border, because it was too many people coming in every damn day, and they could not process all these people.
Oh, they wanted you for processing. I see. I got you. Mm-hmm. So did you ever end up going or close to
going? I did all the paperwork. I went through all the FEMA process. I'm certified FEMA, all this and that. I'm like, man,
what excuse was it for coming in? They're refugees, supposedly? Refugees?
That's the excuse that was given. These people were not refugees.
You're supposed to go to the next country next to you that's safe. You're not supposed to fly several countries away.
The third country?
Yeah.
Yeah, so far enough away. The first safe third country away from your country. No, some of these people were 15 countries away from where they came from. So how did you end up here and you from Eritrea? I had never even heard of Eritrea until the last 4 years.
Oh, I got you.
So, we're processing all these people. Oh, yeah. And then there's another moving part. Afghanistan happened.
Oh, so you got a lot of those extremists that came in.
So here we go again, another meeting, and the region partners all getting together, how happy and glee, because
they want him here.
We're getting the Afghan refugees, and I really I appreciate all of the mattresses. We've got brand new mattresses for like years. Oh my God, we've got so many like brand new California king size mattresses. Everything is great.
Wow.
Brand new, expensive, $5,000 sets of mattresses. They got from everywhere, everywhere. We don't need any more mattresses. We need you to start giving gift cards, preferably with $500 or $1,000 loaded on the gift cards, because we're going to be giving them to. So
did some of them collect under more than one? One person collect under more than one name. Like they
I
double
don't know if
dipping or
that
triple?
happened. I don't know if that happened,
Because you
but
see videos of people up. That even happened in their Walmart here in Brockport, where they pulled out a EBT card and it ran out.
Yeah.
So they pulled out another one and that ran out, and then they used the third one. They were buying like $15,000 worth of stuff, like 6 carts, and they were buying lots of meat. It's expensive stuff and beer. They buy a lot
Of
of
course.
beer.
Of
I
course.
suppose some of them are supposed to be Muslim and not drink that stuff, but they're buying it so they can resell it. I guess I don't know. Although you've seen a lot of stuff that isn't supposed to be, right?
Yeah. A lot of stuff I'd rather I didn't see, but here we are, because people get greedy, and the money was going through the NGOs at the time because USAID was still alive and well. So that money was being funneled through NGOs, through USAID, and they were giving just billions of dollars for these illegals to come through the Darien Gap that links South America to Central America, and then up to Mexico, and on up Del Norte to here, of course, because we got to get stuck with them.
Did any of them make you nervous or scared of them?
No, just angry.
Oh, okay. I don't blame you for that. So,
Just angry because they are coming here to take advantage of the system that did not, that we can't take advantage of, like the Small Business Administration. These people were getting business loans. No qualifying, zero qualifying, no credit requirements. American citizens have to prove your personal credit before you can even be considered for an SBA loan. These people were getting SBA loans with no qualifying, zero qualifying, so they could start food trucks, so they can start their little food business selling, Happy Duck or Crispy Duck or freaking egg rolls or tamales or whatever.
do you
They
ever
were
see
getting
how they cook some of that
small
stuff?
business.
It's not very sanitary. They're
No,
using their hands and all that kind of crap. I wouldn't
they
eat
were getting
there.
benefits that we did not qualify for. That's
Oh,
why people have a
was there
problem.
paperwork that you had to deal with for them to get those benefits?
Primarily, my position was I worked to make sure that those who went to the interior, and it wasn't just the border, it was the interior, other sites across the country,
Good
um,
point.
that we needed to make sure that the employees, they made so much overtime. Oh my God, these federal employees made out like bandits. It's crazy. They used to make so much money in overtime. It's
Oh,
crazy.
so they liked it for that reason. Now
Yeah.
that Trump's in, a lot of those jobs it must have been cut back, right?
Oh, there's no more border detail. No more. No more. No, because there's nobody coming in no more. Nobody's coming in, so that we don't need them. And the people who are there, they are going over to see how the processes can be more streamlined. So we don't need all these federal employees, because we really don't. They don't do nothing. There was a time when we just had nothing to do. Taxpayers, thank you very much for y'all's donations. Taxpayers have been paying the salary of these people who have been sitting on their ass doing nothing. Okay. Some of these people had other jobs because there was nothing to do.
Someone said that they show up with clean shoes, charged cell phones, and everything, well fed. They weren't all starving, were they?
No, they weren't starving. They weren't allowed to starve. They weren't. Everything had to be handed to them. You from the time that they
I know.
arrived here. They were pampered. They were given Visa cards loaded with $1,000, given 5 or 6 cards apiece. They get to their destination, and then they immediately go to the ORR, the Office of Refugee Resettlement, and they start getting money for Section 8. They get Section 8 priority, Section 8 housing.
They're getting approved without hardly any.
Priority food stamps. They start.
They get approved with almost no documentation, nothing. They just are happy to roll out the
nothing.
Yeah.
What are we going to check?
Well, a lot of them are living better than Americans, aren't they?
Yeah.
And they totally are. Well, so someone asked predictions. What's going to happen with this Charlie Kirk stuff? Are they going to find the person? What's your thoughts on this? Are they really going to find the right person? Are they going to find the people connected to it? Is there people above it?
I think they're going to work tirelessly until they have the answers that that we, the people, demand. They do have a sketch of a suspect. I saw where there was.
Sorry, I was replying to someone.
Oh, I saw where there's a sketch of this, not the older guy that they caught yesterday, but this other individual. There's a sketch out on X, and that's been distributed widely. There is also speculation of a private jet that left that area, Provo, Utah, I think it was, 30 minutes after Charlie Kirk was assassinated, and this private jet turned off all comms.
Yeah, radar and stuff.
Yeah, that's creepy. Okay.
Yeah, that's not normal. What do you think this private jet was to get this person out of there? You've seen the video of them leaving and all this and that. I was going to show you this. This is some of the people that were in the crowd that probably knew it was going to happen, or definitely were celebrating. And watch this. After he got shot. See that guy cheering?
Who's that jackass?
He was up not far from the stage and cheering as soon as Charlie Kirk hit the ground. When everyone else was ducking and all this and that. So you think he was in on it? You know, he wasn't worried about getting shot himself. He was cheering.
I'm wondering, what is his problem?
Was he in on it? He definitely doesn't seem unhappy. And he's looking up at the roof. He's looking up at the roof where the guy would have been.
Where the shot came from.
Where the shot came from.
I
bet you he was in on it. That's after Charlie Kirk went down. And he was a patriot, Charlie Kirk was.
He was a patriot. He absolutely is the epitome of what young men need to aspire to be during this time. Because they've ruined 2 generations, by the way. Gen Z has a chance.
The new ones are conservative.
They were completely indoctrinated. Yeah, they tried to trans all the millennials, and it worked for a lot of people. They tried to do it to Gen Z to a great degree, but
they're population control. They want to get rid of us.
Yeah. Oh, of course. They tried to do it during the coup.
Yeah.
And they didn't get rid of enough.
Yeah. So, do you believe in chemtrails where they're spraying the skies and stuff? I think they are. Totally. Yeah. They know that there's aluminum, and then they're admitted in England that they're doing that. In fact, Bill Gates is part of it. He's getting government money to have the skies sprayed, and there's aluminum in that stuff, and it hurts your immune systems. Then they can push more types of jabs on you.
Yep. Just get it over with. Why do all this?
Why don't you admit it? And they're using their own tax dollars against us.
Yep, absolutely. They've been doing it for years. Why is Bill Gates he is such a creep? Why is he still lurking about? like he's some kind of philanthropist. He's not. He's a eugenicist. His father was a eugenicist. They want to destroy humanity except themselves. There is a class of individuals who think that they are above everything else and that they are the ones chosen to run the world. That really is a villainous plan. It sounds fantastical, but it is real. They did it during the coup. It's crazy that they tried to kill us off and it didn't work.
Hmm. Oh,
They
I
didn't
know.
kill enough.
Smart. There was enough smart enough people not to take the jab. That's why they want to get rid of social media for us. They wanted to totally control that, so you couldn't tell other people, stuff. You know what I mean? So you
Oh
wouldn't
yeah.
connect with other people, and that's why they're banning a lot of us. So, if you ever been totally banned from everything, close.
At one point, yes, because I got kicked off of YouTube. I lost all of my followers. I got kicked off of Twitter, lost all of my followers. And I just, for a while, I was just like, never mind. I'm not going to do anything because it was discouraging. I didn't know where to find everybody. And then
You get this.
Parler.
They want you to get discouraged. They want you to quit. Have
Yeah.
you ever heard of something called YouTube? Utah Gun
Yes.
Exchange? I'm
Yes.
on that too. They'd love you over there once I replay this over there. They'd love
Oh,
you over
right
there. Yeah, totally.
on. I've
It's gonna
heard
be,
of it.
yeah. Utah Gun Exchange. It's like YouTube, except for you have to
Yeah.
upload. You can't go live there. They don't have that capability. Someone said they're
Okay.
all future Democratic voters. That's for sure. That's what they're trying to do. That's what they want. They want a dependent class. They got to have a dependent class so they can control it. Then you got socialism from as far as I can see. See, if you're dependent on the government, that all they have to do is stand up and say, "Oh, they're going to take away this money or that money." It's your
Yeah.
own money.
It's
It's
your
your own
own
money.
damn money.
Yeah, I
Oh
know.
my gosh. Hello. So that's the we're in a time of, this really truly is the great awakening, because there's so much information coming out now. It's like fire hose. It's not just like a drip from the sink. We are learning so much that we never knew
Oh,
before.
we're replacing the media with our social media.
We are the media now. Nobody wants to hear from MSDNC. Nobody wants to hear from CNN. A quiet but mostly peaceful uh, George Floyd riots. Nobody wants to hear from these people because they're insane. They're psychotic. They call us psychotic. They call us violent. We're violent. White supremacy
They're
is the
projecting.
biggest threat to America. Shut up.
Someone
Shut up.
asked in Colorado if they have men playing in women's sports in Colorado and
Yep.
going into bathrooms. Do men go
They
into the bathrooms there?
did. They did. It's not as bad as it was because people don't want to get caught, because they've already had enough federal money taken away, and they don't want to make things worse. So there's still little pockets of it. I'm taking classes at the local university, and I still see LGBTQ bullcrap. And I'm like, all right, I'm going to send this to Secretary McMahon, because you're not supposed to be promoting this crap. You're still getting federal money.
Mm-hmm.
This is, the president is very clear. So there are still, but they're trying to keep it. They don't want it to be a big story. One of the big stories in Colorado is that was it a Senate or a House bill? The one you mentioned earlier, where they can take
Your
anybody.
kids.
They can take your doggone kids from you if you don't, if you dead name them, or if you don't recognize somebody's pronouns. You can be thrown in jail for 4 months.
Naming is if you use their real name.
I'm not playing the Tea Party. I don't want to, I'm not dressing up. I'm not playing dress up with these people.
Yeah.
And they better not say nothing to me. I have had it with the state of Colorado and their bull crap laws that are. Now, did you see the other night, Elon Musk came at the governor of Colorado, and
I didn't
he
see
tried.
that one, I don't think. Go ahead.
Yeah, Elon Musk came after him, saying because he signed legislation into law that says, I think it was it House Bill 251104?
I agree.
Anyway, this House bill, he signed it into law, saying that they could release dangerous, violent, schizophrenic, psychotic, drug addict, drug addicted criminals back onto the street,
The type that'll kill you.
Even when they attack a child, doesn't matter. When they attack people, doesn't matter. Who cares? Does not matter. That they can release them if they are unfit to stand trial. See, they'll just release them back into the population. So Elon Musk called out the governor of Colorado, Jared Polis, and said, yo, what are you basically, this is stupid. What are you doing over there? And he was like, oh, no. That's ridiculous. That's not happening here. I would never agree to that. And everybody, the people are like, are you serious?
Did they get it reversed?
I don't know what he's done with it quite yet, but he got put on blast by Elon Musk. So, of course, because the only reason
they tried to lie at first.
He lied, of course. The only reason he responded was because he thinks he's going to run for president. Nobody even knows who this fool is. Nobody knows who this fool is. He's a big, nasty, sweaty slob. Nobody knows who he is. He will never be president. Never. Nobody cares about this funny looking dude.
We got that guy in New York City that's going to end up winning New York City there. And he wants to make government stores. They have that in Kansas City, and there's nothing on the shelves. No food.
My daughter used to shop at that store, Sunfresh. When she lived in Kansas City, she used to shop at Sunfresh, and it's closed.
Was it government run or something?
They were government run.
I hear the quality is terrible. The stuff's all spoiled.
Yep.
Everything. They don't keep it refrigerated right and all that kind of stuff. You can get sick from it. But it's okay. It's the government. You can't sue the government, right?
Right.
One is dead.
Any
predictions on, after Trump, what's going to happen? They're going to try to wait out Trump, and then all this trans stuff's going to come back and all that socialist stuff, I think. We got to change election law. That's got to change.
My honest prediction is they owe me for 4 years that they stole. They took my diamonds, and I want my diamonds back.
Explain that. They took your diamond rings?
The Democrats took the man I voted for in 20.
I see. I got you.
They owe me for 4 years.
Yeah, there you go. So he should get another 4 years.
You damn straight he should. They owe me. They stole my diamonds, and I want them back.
They owe all of us that. I think Trump can handle another 4 years after this too. And they're saying already he's too old. They weren't saying that during Biden's Sleepy Sniffy Joe.
Let's just compare the two. I have never seen my president fall and act a fool and go to the bathroom on stage in front of the freaking Pope. I have never seen. Look, there is no comparison. There's no
say stuff that aren't even real words.
Shut on the bottom of the pressure. What?
And then talk about dead people as if they're still there and all that.
Yeah. It's just one after the other, after 4 years straight of complete and total embarrassment. Spare me. There's no comparison. Donald Trump is looking younger than he has 10 years ago because he's fueled by.
He's probably going to make it 100.
Fire. Oh, he's going to more than make it.
Yeah.
He'll coast.
Yeah.
Another 4 years because he'll put things. That's why he's moving so fast right now and putting things in place.
He learned a lot from his first run.
Yeah, he did. He knew who he could trust. He knew who to get rid of. He knew who he needs to work with now. His cabinet now is wonderful.
A lot better. A lot better.
Yeah.
Definitely. Although
Yep.
you want stuff to happen fast, but there's so many roadblocks in the way, and there's people in those agencies that are slowing things down a lot. I know they're trying their best to try to stop stuff, and it doesn't work.
Yeah, they're not going to be able to do that much longer, because they're bound and determined. They think, see, this is the time. As a federal employee, I remember this is going on mid-September. Yeah, this is the time when the agencies start coming together, start sending out the emails
They're
about,
trying to
well,
get
we
more
might shut
money.
down. We might have to shut down. So prepare and blah, blah, blah. Every single year. Every single year. They're going to do a CR, which is a continuing resolution, once again, because we have not had a budget in decades. So we're just going to go ahead and do another CR. They're going to start wringing their hands and saying, oh,
We're going to
Lord.
keep getting Planned Parenthood money and all that kind of stuff. Biggest murdering things. They did. That's the worst thing they ever did to the black community is the abortion thing. I tell you,
Yep.
that and welfare,
Oh, yeah.
the two of them together.
Oh, yeah.
That took the fathers out of the homes. Really.
Yes.
And a lot of
Yes.
these black
Devastating.
males are not finishing high school and stuff like that. It's just
End
awful.
up in prison. Yeah.
And they do deserve to go to prison if they are committing the crimes. But what you got to do is just different stuff when they're younger before they get to that point when they get older.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And a lot of the communities, a lot of other ethnic groups like the Italians and this and that, they lived in the ghettos and worked their ways out, and they kept them in the ghettos basically.
Yep. Oh,
basically. Did you grow up in Colorado, or someone asked that way earlier, something about that?
Oh, Chicago. Yeah, I'm a Chicago ghetto kid.
Oh, are you? So you don't like the Chicago politics that are going on there? Vote early and vote often, right?
No, they are, there's the Chicago Flips Red. That's a good movement. They're up and coming. I'm having fun watching them. Yeah, it's called Chicago Flips Red.
Yeah,
because
I've had her
on Democrat.
I've had her on my channel actually a few times. So P. Ray and them. Maybe you want to come on with them if you want sometime.
I would like that. Mr. Macklemore, I like him a lot. He cracks me up.
Yeah, I've had a couple of them on my channel from there actually. When they first started, I try to get like Laura Loomer's been on, all them with me at one time. Back when I was bigger on YouTube,
Yeah.
Before they took those channels.
Before they nuked your channel.
See right there.
You see what happened?
Minutes 22. That's really 23. So
yeah, it was October of 2017 was when the big purge from social media started.
Someone says that Obama was running Biden.
Yes.
It was the one behind the scenes. You think it was Obama? It was pulling the strings.
It's all Obama.
Yeah. Biden, what about the auto pen thing? That was all.
It's whatever. See, Obama tries to stay in the background to make it seem like he doesn't have anything to do with anything. But he said it in that 60 Minutes interview. Mm-hmm. If he could be in his sweats in the basement, just telling everybody what to do and have an earpiece, somebody with an earpiece and him governing and being president from his sweats, he would love that. That's exactly what he did.
Yeah. So was it hard to get on this once you figured it out, or was it hard?
No, once I downloaded the Rumble Studio.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry about that then.
Oh,
you don't really. I've had people on here that don't even have Rumble and they're able to get on it. I don't know. Maybe it's because it's on your phone. I don't know. Maybe.
I've had Rumble.
Sorry about that. A lot of people have been dying to have you come on with me. They always say, "When are you going to get around?" And finally,
I'm so glad.
Yeah, and that. So, what's your future hold? What's coming up for you?
I am. If the GOP will not fund my campaign, then I'll be off to the races on my own because I have.
You can come on here and we can do a donation link up at the top and all
Okay.
that, and see if we can get you some. I
Awesome.
can't guarantee anything, but we'll see.
Awesome. Man,
I'm
I'll
too
come back
poor.
on anyway.
Huh?
I'll come back on anyway.
Yeah, definitely.
You got a cool audience. I'm so glad. Thank
Yeah,
you for inviting me. Oh my
yeah,
goodness. I'm just glad I got to come on finally.
yeah. You're hard to communicate with. You don't see your messages for a long time.
Oh my gosh. I said I was
I'll
going to work
send you
on
my
that.
phone number again and save my number. Or text
Oh
me
yeah.
once. I won't give it out. I promise. I never gave
Okay.
out Laura Loomer or Laura Bobart. I've never given out their numbers on them.
Right.
I'm like
Right.
crazy loyal, so I get that from growing up in the '50s. I guess I don't know, maybe. So I'm
But
older than. Well, I know I'm going bald, but I'm older than I look. I'm pushing 70, so so
looking good, man. I
yeah.
say, you know what? I saw a
You
movie.
can't be like 40 or something, right? You're about 40ish.
Oh, I'm eternal.
Eternal. Okay. I told my
Unless you
wife I'm
get.
trying to live to 200 after being dead already and brought back from dead. I was actually dead. They had the heart machine on me, the lung
Whoa.
machine, everything. They had everything on me. So, and they
What
told my
did you?
wife less than 1% chance, and prayer works. I had a lot of people praying for me, and I came back.
Awesome.
So, other than
Oh
my words worked a
man.
little bit, I can't think of a name or a word once in a while. So, that's the only
Oh
thing.
my God.
Yeah, I was blind in my right eye when I woke up finally, and I got my left side working. My right side wouldn't move at all, and all that. So I was in there for a while, about 19 days totally to get out of the hospital, and then when I came home, my right side wasn't working right and everything. Your brain can learn the other side. Women do it better coming back from it. You said you had your daughter had a stroke.
Yeah. They
How
didn't do a TPA on her.
did she come back from the stroke or anything, or was it
No.
stroke and gone?
Yeah. If they'd have done a TPA, I think. Well, there is no. I think if they would have done the TPA,
Obamacare.
yeah, the to open up the arteries or whatever, the clot to
They
remove
went through
the.
my groin up into my brain. They said it was like a golf ball. So
Wow.
yeah, they had to take it apart in pieces. Yeah,
If they'd have done
it's
that, she would have survived. But
they have to do it right away though. You
yeah,
can't
they
leave
have
it
to
there.
do it right away. If they would have done it right away, she would have been fine. But they sent her home.
They didn't know she was having a stroke or what? I don't
I
understand. Is
I'm
it
not.
did she live close to you where she could see you and you could take care of her?
Yeah, at the time, yeah, I she was fine the day that I went out of town for somebody's stupid class reunion. So I'll always regret that move. But she was fine. She was fine, or else I wouldn't have left. But so I'll
Yeah, a lot
always
of times you can seem fine and the clot moves a little bit or something. It's still
moves
there.
fast, moves
Yeah.
fast. So when that happens, if they can get a TPA and do it immediately.
I think they're going to vote for you. They're saying you're impressive. I tend to agree.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
absolutely.
you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So I just
Yes,
copied
vote for
this.
me because I get shit done.
I don't think you would take any crap either, and get rid of
No,
the
no.
crime and all that kind of stuff.
I'm
Like
so done with these people and what they have turned this centennial state. One of the most beautiful states is so beautiful. Colorado is just
it used
gorgeous.
to be a conservative state at one time, right?
Yep, under Bill Owens, the Governor
That
Bill
wasn't that
Owens.
long ago. What was that, like 15 years ago or something?
Yeah, maybe 20 years ago. And then these, they call them the Gang of Four, came in here, including Jared Polis, Schultz, who changed his
Wasn't
name.
Soros funded a lot of those DAs and stuff?
They are.
Okay.
Yes, yes. But this was even before George Soros started pouring money into DAs and things like that. They call them the Gang of Four. They came in here from
And they're all
California
California transplants?
and the East Coast.
Oh,
And
East Coast, yeah, just as bad.
mhm, yeah, that Michael Bennett, the Senator Michael Bennett.
Oh, yeah, I remember that
Um,
name.
yeah, he's
Didn't
from the
wasn't
East
he
Coast.
thinking of running for president one time or something?
Yep, which is
Uh,
absolute mental illness. Nobody even knows who he is.
They are mentally ill on the left. I know
It's
that.
like, bro, no, outside of Colorado, nobody even knows who you are.
Yeah.
What?
I'm
President,
so
what?
glad the mainstream media is going down because they have to do a Joe Rogan or something like these things to get name recognition. So I'm trying to
Yeah.
help you get name recognition a little bit. So more
Well,
people,
good.
more platforms. You're out there more than I thought. So definitely
I
join us on LinkedIn. I'm going to end this because of time and all
yes.
that. Okay. And we'll be talking. I'm going to send my phone number again. So definitely
Okay,
use it. All right. All
I
right.
shall.
Take care. God bless everyone.
God
Stay
bless you.
there. I'm going to end
Thank
it.
you.
Okay. Stay right there.
All right.
Bye bye, everyone.